Hey, Wayne's Beer Delivery here. So, there's been a few shout out relay videos going around, and I thank you for those who have shouted me out. So now it's my turn, and this could be a pretty lengthy video because there's a lot of people I want to shout out that have helped me along the way. The first one is Stoneyard Vineyards. Stoney's out of New York. He puts out a lot of interesting videos. He brews his own beer, makes his own wine, and he likes to mess with those scam phone call people. So he was the first non-family friend sub that I had, and he makes some really cool content. I do need to get caught up on him, so Stoney, I'll be checking you up here pretty soon. The next one is Rod Jones, otherwise known as Rod J Beer Adventures. He is the first one, like on his live streams, that kept pumping my channel and still gives me a shout out every time that I appear there. Big supporter of the channel, Rod. Thank you so much. The next person I want to shout out is Blue Ice out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Blue has turned out to be one of my better friends that I've made on here. I enjoy his honest reviews. He tells it like it is. I love his videos by the lake. You know, you see me, you see the lake, we're both badass. Yes, Blue, you are badass. Keep it up, bud. You're fantastic. The next shout out I've got is Stuff BBQ out of Lawrence, South Carolina. Actually met Jimmy on one of Rod J's live streams, and come to find out we don't live that far away. Haven't actually met him in person yet, but he makes some killer food videos. And as far as learning how to cook and barbecue in the last almost a year since following his channel, I've learned so much. Thank you, Jimmy. We got to get together one time. We can do a beer and barbecue review or something like that. Next up is French Hall's Beer Reviews out of Rhode Island. Those guys crack me up. They were one of the first ones to comment on my videos and congratulate me on making them, so you guys rock. Next up after that will be the Oyster Boys. I believe they're either from the UK or maybe New Zealand. Early supporters of the channel, thank you guys. After that we got Chris from Chris Beer Reviews. He's out of England. He posts some very good beer reviews, and you know, I always love watching him. Next up will be JoJo's Ciders and Reviews. He's out of, I believe he's out of Massachusetts. He does ciders, he does beers, and he does a great job. Thank you. Next one I want to shout out is J Thero out of Louisiana. He is one of the OGs as far as when it comes to beer reviews. Love watching him in his duo reviews. Thank you. Next up, we've got Dean's Beer Reviews. He's also out of England, UK. He always has great reviews. Going back to the States, next shout out I got is Brian the Beer Snob, also out of Georgia. He's a great guy, great channel. Always got some great, interesting ideas for either beer review videos or just videos in general. You got to check him out. Next up on my shout out list is Steven, That Metal Guy 1983 out of Washington. He does beer reviews, he does beard product reviews. Great guy, great message. If you haven't followed him or watched his videos, go do so. Next up will be Josh, Halfass Beer Reviews out of Michigan. Love how his videos are always consistent as far as tone and delivery, and he focuses on some fantastic beers from up there. Josh, cheers. Next up, another Michigan guy, BCs Beer Reviews. Love his opening and closing jingles. He's always fun and entertaining. Give him a shot. Next up is Tristan, known as BeerDeOtke out of Ohio. Done a beer trade. I love his beer shed. I love his delivery, his honesty on beers, his WTF Wednesdays. If you don't follow him, you definitely need to. Another Ohio guy you need to follow is Jay from This Guy's Thoughts. He does beer reviews. He does soda reviews, energy drink reviews. You never know what you're going to get with Jay, but he has always got thoughts on everything, and he's a really good guy. Another Josh to follow would be Crazy Bearded Beer Reviews. I believe he's out of Seattle, Washington. Doesn't post a lot, but he is very knowledgeable about his beers, so give him a follow. Going back across the pond, we've got Greg Buhlman from Buhlman's Beer Reviews in the UK. Always love watching him. And another one from Scotland is Don's Beer Reviews. That guy seems to get a package like every other day, but he is so cool to watch his videos and listen to him and get his thoughts. So from Scotland, we're going to go to the other side of the world and go to California with BeerDeOtke. Guy's got a lot of energy. He does beer reviews, seltzer reviews. It's always fun to watch his videos. We're going to go from California to Canada and visit Drew from Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks. His tagline is try something different. He's got some real fun videos too. I love the pool videos and whatnot. So Drew's got a good variety and a good handle on what is good in beer. So after Canada, we're going to go down to Florida for Dave's TV. He's one of the newer beer reviewers. He's got a lot of energy. Fellow Florida Gators fan, so I can appreciate that. Overall good dude. Go follow him. And my next shout out is going to be Maple Cook. He doesn't review beer, but he's got some awesome cooking videos. I kind of agree with Blue Ice, man. I don't see why you're not a star already, man. Your videos are fantastic. I believe he's in California. Not quite sure, but you know, he's got some killer content. After that, we've got Mallory and Chu from Chicago, otherwise known as imperfectlyme Crafts. They do beer reviews, they go to breweries, and they make some interesting crafts. Always great content. Mallory and Chu, keep it up. My next shout out is going to be James from James at the Five Shack in the UK. He's got his own little bar, and a lot of his videos he shows how to make interesting cocktails. James is always a good view. Next up will be Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. He reviews beers and tools, not at the same time, but he's got some real interesting content. My next shout out will be Matt and Trevor from Legit Beer Reviews out of Louisiana. They do one video a week, but man, their videos are great. Always got me smiling and laughing. Guys, you do a great job. Next up on my shout out list will be the Malted Gentleman, otherwise known as Josh Ellis. Not sure where he's at, but he's got some great videos and new support of my channel, so thank you. Next up, we've got J&J Beer Reviews, relatively new channel, so they make some great content. Please check them out. My last shout out is going to be Ethan's Beer Reviews. Ethan Leggett out of Georgia. New guy, he's got some beer reviews, he does some music reviews, but he's a really good guy. You really should go check him out. And if I've missed anyone, I do apologize, but thank you to all of those who watch my channel, like my videos, share them, subscribe them. It means a lot to me. So ladies and gents, that's the end of this one. Cheers.